Good afternoon, everybody. Andy Gunnan here. Fat Thor Lockdown Challenge. Just needed to come on here real quick and have a quick discussion. Something just happened in the group that kind of got me concerned. Um, Basically, as we know, the last several days, things have been coming out about social media groups, things being shut down, things being logged. Even though, yes, you can go to Facebook jail. A lot of folks have been there. I have not. Nobody in this group has not. But we created this Fat Thor Lockdown Challenge back in March to be PG-13, to be around comedy, fun thoughts, and ideas that I try to base my humor and things off of. And has been great success. A lot of people came in here at first that weren't on those wavelengths, that were putting things out there that were very vulgar, F words, this and that, very vulgar stuff that we quickly kicked out. And if you didn't want to play in the guidelines, you can go somewhere else. And most of them still did. Most of them understood, and I've talked to some of those since. And they said, we understand you're trying to run a PG-13 thing, fun, but to the line, but not across the line. And we've been monitoring very, very well with 4 administrators, myself, my wife. I'm not going to say any more names. Facebook knows who they are, because we had this little thing happen earlier that I just want to share with everybody real quick. Let me go here in my share screen, and I want to go over here. Basically, there's something in here I never realized was in here. Here's what it is. It's called group quality. This is something new that popped up. I don't know how long it's been there, but I've never had it flagged. Now we have flagged because we have keywords in here like shit, cock, damn, motherfucker, things like that is over the line. And some things have been reported as by other members that was offensive and stuff. And we've looked at it and taken it down. We've been very vigilant in this and keeping it in a fun, safe environment for most folks. Now, granted, we barely have 2,300 people. We didn't get like 8,000, 10,000, 100,000 like some of these other groups. And today, Jacob Haynes, one of our members, was basically flagged by Facebook. And Facebook wanted to let me know that now Jacob is a son of a friend of mine. He's an older guy. He's a funny kid. He's not a teenager. He knows what he's doing. Most of his stuff is satirical. It's nothing that you wouldn't see on South Park or anything like that. He pushes the line sometimes, but it's never over the line. It's all within the PG-13 realm. So whatever you posted, Jacob, I don't know what it is. Never saw it. Because my wife saw it and says, what the heck is this? She starts reading it to me. So basically, whatever you posted violated not our group rules, but supposedly the new group rules that Facebook has, which means Facebook has a new set of rules that they're watching you and me and us in this group that they never have before. Now, I know people have posted stuff and probably got turned into Facebook and gone to Facebook jail, and that's fine. I don't know how to get there. And some of the stuff that I've seen out there, people should have been pulled off, but never was. So whatever this was, didn't violate our group rules. It violated whatever Facebook new rules is, and they have removed it. Now, supposedly, I'm supposed to be able to see everything that gets removed, no matter if I remove it, another admin removes it, or anything. So we're going to walk through this together. We are unable to show the content that goes against our community standards. Supposedly is on suicide and self-injury. I've never seen Jacob post anything on suicide or self-injury. Maybe you pushed the line. Maybe you went over it, Jacob. I don't know. My big thing is us being able to keep functioning as we have functioned. And what are these new sets of rules? Because I have a choice to block, Jay, mute. I'm not muting you, but Facebook is watching you for the next, I think they said, I just want you guys to know this. Facebook, I think, what did it say? Where was it? It said, I think for 7 days or more, they have flagged you, brother. So you are flagged officially. And they want to let me know this. So they want to let me know, or our group administrators know, that we're all being watched and that Jacob's being watched, but we're not, but we are watching the group for you now. And it doesn't go against your rules. It just goes against what our rules are now and whatever these new rules are. Because I've never had Facebook, and some folks have posted some things in this group before that has blown my mind, that I thought we would get ripped off of Facebook and never got taken down. We took it down personally, but they let it go through Facebook and through social media to other pages and outlets. So it just goes to show just what it says is that we're being watched. You're being watched. I'm being watched for whatever these new standards and reasons are, very closely. Very, 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 very closely. Now, Jacob, if you can message me, text me, or whatever that was, I want to see it. I want to know what it was. I really, really, really do. Because this, with everything and everything's being talked about in the media and things like that, I want to know where these lines are. Because, I mean, here, everything was created in a comical way for comedy, for us to be able to make fun and talk about things. But we're keeping it within a vulgar standard. I mean, no F words and things like that, and trying to keep it as clean as possible, but understanding that the world is real and things are funny in the world, good or bad or indifferent. So I'm interested to see how this goes. I mean, I could get yanked off or banned at any time, flagged, warned, a warning shot, which I basically take this as a warning shot from Facebook through Jacob, and Jacob being the martyr on this one. So not to scare anybody, Nigel, I'm questioning. I don't like this. This isn't what we've been used to and accustomed to. If Facebook wants to watch everybody and monitor everything, every little thing you do, that's what it seems like. And that's what I am seeing here, which is not the way Facebook has been operating. I'm not going to say my political beliefs or views. I'm looking at it from a comedic and a freedom of speech point of view, and someone who has worked very hard to keep this group in a PG-13 atmosphere, and them over. And of course, again, Facebook owns Facebook. We're all here under their permission, I guess. But we're being told that what we do and what we're doing is being watched very closely. And that although Jacob didn't violate our rules, they violated whatever Facebook's new rules are. And they're going to watch him very closely. He's under monitor from them. It even says in here, I can't go to the next page just yet, but it's told me how long he was being watched for. And I think my wife said it was 7 days. I don't know where that tab was, because this is all new. This thing's all new for me to figure out what's going on here. So understand that. Understand what's going on. Understand when you're posting stuff out there on your personal page. I'm not worried about it in here. This group eventually, probably at this point, the way it's looking, it will be shut down at some point, which we're not even political. We're not religious. And we don't let political voices or views of one side thing go. But if it's funny for the group, it's funny. But we've always kept a fine line of keeping those two things out. So, anyways, just want to let everybody know I didn't do this. This wasn't me. This wasn't anybody on the admin team. Wasn't Rick Wayne. Wasn't both of the Elizabeths. This was Facebook, and Facebook telling us and telling me, telling the group, we are being watched very closely. So just thought I'd share. That's all I'm going to say right now. That's all I'm going to say right now. I'll probably get on a soapbox about this later, in a later date, later time. But just to let everybody know what just happened and what's going on every day that happens, and what you hear on the news is happening here. So, like, well, it was just something, I'm telling you, this is a bigger thing. You can say I'm a big conspiracy theorist, whatever, but this has yet to happen. And now here it is. So take that as a warning shot. Take it however you want. Big Brother's watching. Facebook's watching. I'm not being monetized by Facebook. I've yet to be monetized on anything I've done. Everything I've done on here has been purely out of my pocket or my sponsors. And I do have sponsors who have sponsored the show. And I don't want to do anything that goes against their views and beliefs. But if we're all going to be shut down over something stupid and being watched by what we say and what we do, especially when we've worked so hard to keep a semi PG-13 and clean and fairly a lot better wholesome platform than 98% of Facebook and 98% of the groups out there in Facebook, and some of the comments and things that I've seen out there, people just bashing other people and hate and vulgarness is just, it blows my mind. Not to say there's a time and place for that, and there's groups are for that. That's fine. I don't choose to be a part of those. But Facebook as a whole has allowed it. And we have not allowed it in here. So we're all being watched. Understand that going forward. I'm not going to be scared of it. Matter of fact, it's probably going to fuel my fire to say more things, talk about more things openly in a creative way. How that is, I don't know. And it's going to come because this is all happening right now. So just want to let everybody know anything that goes on here forward, brakes are off. My hands are off. My monitoring's off. I'm not monitoring it. I'm going to let my admin know. Keywords, flag words. They're still everything's going to stay up. I'm going to let them do my job and let them do the job of what they want to do. So our community guidelines are still intact. Let's still keep doing what we do. And let's see what happens without my involvement, other than what was set up in the rules and the flag words that we have already put in here. And let's let them do it and see what they do with this. This is a good test case. Because I have a feeling if we're going to be flagged and watched, and Jacob's going to be flagged and watched, there's a whole slew of folks. I'm talking slew. And you know what I'm talking about. Millions, if not thousands, being watched and taken down in the coming days. If this is what I think is what's happening. Anyways, enough of that. So I just want to let everybody know that here's what we're doing going forward. We're still going to have fun. It's going to be comedy. It's going to be fun. Nothing political, nothing religious. But if they're going to start stomping into here and stomping into our group on a very good group, a very positive group about food and what it took to get through this quarantine together, they can suck it. And if that gets me off of Facebook, well, then whatever. So see you guys. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know and keep you updated. I don't know where my banner outro is. I'm kind of that fired up.